Hello, guys. Hello, people. Wonderful people all around the world. My guys in America, UK, Canada, Germany, Jamaica, Kenya, Nigeria, United Arab Emirates, Jamaica, Ireland, Australia, and any other part of the world. People, wonderful people. Good afternoon. Yes, this is an afternoon time right in Abuja, Nigeria. It's almost 2 p.m. West African time +1 GMT right in Abuja, Nigeria. As at the time I'm recording this video, guys, wonderful people, thank you for always coming back to watch the content. We don't take your support for granted. We don't take the love you've shown us here for granted, guys. As the title suggests, I am Marwa. Now we know better. Yes, guys, wonderful people, on today's episode I really want us to cast our mind back, refresh our memory, and try to relate with what we are going to discuss going forward as this video progresses. Guys, yes, you see, on today's table, we have a certain guy called JT Podcast. JT Podcast. Guys, I must confess, I have been receiving suggestions about this person on my YouTube timeline, but I've never had the opportunity to watch him, and I did that intentionally. I refused to watch intentionally because I have come to the realization that that guy belongs to the toxic people. He belongs to the camp of negativity. He belongs to the camp of lazy gangs. And some of this person, when we watch them, we give them the watch hours, we motivate them, we make them to, have this more effort because views are coming for them to be always saying nonsense about Marwa, trash talking, dragging the name Marwa and the brand Marwa to the, dirty waters. Guys, it is high time, and I've been advocating for us to stop giving them the views, to stop giving them the support, which cut and uncut, trying to push their, content going viral. Because as I've said, I've been receiving content on this guy, but I failed to go through his content. But guys, recently he did a content, and the content keep, reappearing on my timeline, and I decided to watch the content. When I watch the content, guys, and I realize this guy is pushing, he's really pushing a bad narrative. Guys, as I've said, I want us to cast our mind back. During the party last year in 2023, when people had a swell time in Nyapohanse, when Marwa hosted the whole White Wall and people visited from around the world. Guys, if you could recall, there was this narrative coming from the Black Ugly. In cohort with had lazy gang members, others of our lazy gang members. Guys, if you remember when Royal Kim came around and Boss was doubting him, Boss was thinking that maybe he could be a spy. Guys, you remember I told us that guy is not a spy. I told us here he's not a spy, but definitely if you could remember, lazy gang, Black Ugly, she was saying that they have spies all over, in Villa Medellin. Guys, definitely one of the guys, in fact, the proponent and champion of that, spies is the JT Podcast. With his latest upload, he's the guy that lazy gang sent to spy. Guys, even I must confess, even when he was at Villa Medellin, I don't even know him. I don't even know him. I've never had the opportunity of, taking notice of him. And that tells you, I told us, my actions and inactions are prompted by the what? Providence of the universe. Anything I do, universe direct my footsteps. Anything I do in this life, not only when it comes to Boss Marwa. And that is why, if you are not a positive person, guys, we had a hell lot of them during the party in Nyapohanse. But if you are not positive, I can't connect with you. I can't get the time to relate with you. Your content will not relate with you. Your energy, when I come face to face with you on camera, we can't relate. And we cannot connect, because most of them, as I've told us, and I'm still telling us, and I will continue telling us, they are for the exploitation, and they don't have, they don't mean Marwa well, and they've never meant him well. All what they want is what? To use Marwa at a leveraging point. And it baffles me. Or it is disgusting that these people are just using Marwa, name Marwa's brand, and the opportunity Marwa has afforded them to misabuse it. JT Podcast, guys. This guy, Alan, he was at Villa Medellin during the 30 days party. And you can see in the content he created, he was saying that he went there, he was extracting information. Just because to make, in the name of making content, to attract and garner views. This guy came out, he was saying all manners of things, that he got some information, he was willing to reveal information, he was going to tell the world nonsense. For how long would you guys continue? You guys have been, debunked. You guys have been, 10 without numbers, been disapproved, even by your own prophecies, even by your own talks. Is that not a sign or a warning to you guys that you should stop all these things? Guys, this JT Podcast, I don't even know him, like I've said. And I don't care who he is. But you can see, guys, these people are hell-bent on seeing that the name and brand Marwa is being taken down. And nothing would happen to the brand Marwa, because Marwa has come to stay. Marwa is the biggest. Marwa is the best. Marwa is the most, influential African YouTuber. So there's nothing you guys can do. You cannot do anything. Guys, I'm in the heart of nature. If you can hear noise at the background, people are passing by. There's a road closer by, and there's a big, media house also closer by. In this heart of the nature. Yes, guys, if you can hear the noise from the background. Can you hear the noise? The person is speaking Yoruba. Yeah, he's a Yoruba Nigerian. He's speaking Yoruba dialect. Yes, guys. So, guys, you can see these are the kind of people that they will be coming up with fake stories, fake news, fake narratives, fake myopic and short-sighted stories and news just to garner views. And that even rhymes. That is just it, guys. That is just it. They should learn to embrace truth. They should learn to embrace reality. Now we know better. So you were the one sent by the lazy gang to visit Nyabohanse during the 30-day party to what? Get information or extract information. So you are the FBI, the CIA. Bro, you are not even smart. You are not even intelligent. You are not even, you don't have the skills to run an investigative journalism work. You don't have the skills to be the best of a journalist. You don't have the skills to do an undercover work. Bro, come, let me teach you work. Let me teach you how to be an undercover agent. Yes. Yes. Because I am a peace-building advocate and conflict resolution expert. So that means anything security. I have skills on it. So I can teach you to be one. You are learning work. You'll be learning work. And Marwa is someone that you can never, ever bring him down. Just keep dragging the name and getting the views, because we understand the psychology of human being. We understand how humans operate. We understand how human being thinks. Because without toxicity, many people will not, exist. So some of you people, you have felt, or you find pleasure and delight in toxicity and in bad negative news. So when you see positivity, you don't want it. When you see good, you don't like it. When you see truth, you don't like it. But you only thrive whenever there's toxicity. And that is what we call narcissism. Yes, it's narcissism. Narcissistic people have a way of trying to drive on what? Negativity. They feast on it. So now we know better. So you were the one, the lazy gang were saying that they have sent in spy. And people were accusing, even the boss himself was saying Royal Kim was the spy. No. And I could remember I lent my voice to the clarion call of Marwa helping Royal Kim. Royal Kim was not this thing. Though he's human being, he may have his own weak points. Yes, he's human being. He may have his own weak points. But so far, so good. That guy has proven that indeed he's a dependable ally. He's an ally that can earn the trust of Marwa and he can keep it. So you can see, ever since his life had changed. When that guy came to the village, guys, when I watched his story, I got really gutted. I was stunned. I was really perplexed and disturbed. Because how would a young man like this? And I understand, on part of this world, it is difficult. Young people are burning with desire, energy, creativity, talent. But there's no room, and the policies are not favorable for them. So, in Africa, if you don't take the bull by the horn, just like the way Marwa has done, by taking the bull by the horn, taking his destiny in his hand, not, looking up to the government, you will be born into this world in Africa, you get old and you die without achieving nothing. So his plea and message back then resonated with me. And I understood perfectly because I'm a youth development professional. I'm a youth development expert. I understand what it means in Africa to be a repository of knowledge, talent, gifts. But there's no enabling environment for you to thrive. No enabling environment for you to thrive. So, this is someone like Marwa, whom has decided to toy the path of what? Daring the odds. And he has conquered the odds, he has braved it. And some people are just coming, using the name to say nonsense, to trash talk the name, to bring down the name. You cannot bring down someone God has blessed. So, that JT podcast, bro, be careful. Careful. If not, as I've said, we don't talk for talking's sake. When we talk and our talk will not go down without manifesting or without coming to realization. Look at what is happening in Nyabohanse. I said this thing. I said in next 6 months, a content I created a month ago plus some weeks now. In next 6 months, things are going to happen, and it has started happening. In Nyabohanse right now, you can see the confusion in the camp of the world. The lazy gang, those young people that I thought they should join forces, they should join hand with Marwa to uplift the living standard, to uplift, by giving Nyabohanse a new face. But they are the ones undoing the rob Marwa is what? Tying it up. It's really unfortunate. And what is even getting me pissed is that these people or these young guys are the very ones Marwa has even helped. He has given them the leverage. He has given them the opportunity. He has even called on them. He has even let them know you have this gift. He has discovered them when even they did not discover themselves, when they didn't even know they have knowledge in them. But Marwa sees and he brings out the knowledge in you. And that is what it qualifies someone to be called a youth development expert. And by virtue of that and the help Marwa has been rendering, Marwa is also, whether he knows or he doesn't, quote and unquote, a youth development professional, because he has been given the youth opportunity to rise, to become better. But it is unfortunate there are forces that, are not happy with when things are getting better or when things are getting good. Their own is to see how to bring down good things, is to see how to scatter any good things that is good. Check the podcast. So now we know better that you were the one being sent to spy on Marwa. But you can see there's nothing. You've gotten nothing. Nothing you got. Marwa is clean. If Marwa is not clean, guys, let me show on camera. If Marwa is not clean, I swear there's no way Marwa would have visited the whole white world. Till this moment, Marwa wouldn't have been found wanting. He must have been found wanting. But the guy is clean. He's genuine. You can see he's traveling the world, traversing the length and breadth of the world. And no one, except the normal travel challenges, which everybody goes through. It is not only Marwa. and deportation, which everybody goes through. Many people have been deported. Yes, even the fake guy from Ghana has been deported how many times, even within Africa. You can see. That's just it, guys. That's just it, absolutely. Marwa is someone, whether you like him or you don't, you must like him. You still eat him. You still drink him like water. Because it is someone that is genuinely, from the depth of his heart, giving people the opportunity to be the very best of themselves. So now we know better. So you were the one. Next time, next year, when it times for next year, we are not going to give you access to come closer. You guys are showing your real selves now. And guys, if you've been following, I've suggested here, had it been the party was going to take place today, we need to have registry to take the record of each and every one. Your challenges, your underlying health, your medical record, everything, where you are coming from, for how long will you stay, your underlying challenge. And I said we need to back it up and store in the cloud so that that will serve as an evidence shoot in case anything goes south. Like we've seen people have visited Marwa, and unfortunately they pass away. And we've seen how they've embarked on campaign of calumny, calling Marwa's name, telling Marwa that he's a witch, he's a wizard. He's involved in mysterious things, which is not. That's just it. I've said it here. Next year party, we're gonna be a very meticulous routine check for you to have access to the party in Nyapohanse. We're not just going to throw the door open, just the way we've done with the first experience. We learn from experience. So the first episode or the first edition of the party was just used as a testing ground to test the waters. Now we've seen the lapses and we learn from our mistakes. It's time to evolve. In next, party, by next year, we must have, figured out things and put out in perspective how things gonna run. So now we know you. Guys, and honestly, that's one thing with narcissists. No matter how good they claim to be, no matter how, they will never fake for too long, no matter how they claim to be. You must bring out your very best. And it is good that you guys are showing your real selves and we are getting to know you. And guys, as I've said, that was my first time of watching his content, and I'm not watching again. Because when we watch these people, we give them the opportunity for the algorithm to be picking on their YouTube, and they will be spreading bad things against Marwa. It's highly wrong. So now we know better. Marwa is not in the same league with you, and Marwa can never be in the same league with you. You wish you were Marwa. You wish you to take over, or you influence, or you control what Marwa is doing, and there's nothing you can do. Marwa has come to stay. Marwa is a force. Marwa is a global citizen and a global influencer. His influence does not stop only in Nyapohanse or Migori or East Africa or Africa. His influence is world over. And he's the biggest thing out of Africa. Wonderful people, my people everywhere in the whole wide world. We've now known the people and we are in better position. We've now known how the orchestration by the lazy gang people, that Black Ugly, she was telling us during that party, we have spice. So now we know the spice. It is absolutely amazing, wonderful. Time is the revealer of everything. So I'm happy. Time is the revealer of everything. Wonderful people around the world, my people in America, Canada, Germany, Jamaica, Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa, Namibia, Zambia, Australia, Sweden, Italy, and any other part of the world. People, guys, are wonderful. You guys are great. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Guys, it is, an afternoon time in Abuja here, and the month of September will be ending tomorrow. So, happy month ending. Bye-bye. October is my month of birthday, which is specifically October 3rd. I'm October baby, and I was born on October 3rd. Guys, I don't celebrate birthday. Seriously. So I just said, let me let you know, but I don't celebrate birthday. Honestly, that's just the truth. I don't celebrate birthday. I'm just myself. So wonderful people, see us again. Bye-bye.